going on, Zach? If you're doing well. Yo, RSR, Amio, Joe, what is good? I hope you guys are all well. Just figured I normally do my mail days, just record them nowadays. I wanted to test this new camera view setup because obviously I didn't do an auction last week or yesterday for Tuesday this week. Took this week off. What's up, Ricky? Sportsline, how you doing? Good to see all you guys. Hope you're all doing well. I got a package today from Truth, and I'm not even sure what it is. Like, I don't know if he just sent me a rack, or this is for members in need for an auction, or what it is. So I'm as curious as anybody else would be. So I'm going to go ahead and open this on camera, and then I just figured whoever wants to chill and chat for a few minutes, we can. I'm going to watch the baseball game tonight. Playoff baseball, nothing better, I feel, in my opinion. Maybe college playoffs, or football playoffs, maybe basketball playoffs. Any kind of playoffs to me is a lot of fun. So, Hobbyist, what's going on? Hobbyist, you changed your logo up? Looks like you got a new logo. Papa J's in the house. Papa J Cards, how you doing, brother? If you guys don't, make sure you guys grab each other up. Check each other out. Support each other. That's what it's all about. So I went from my old little tripod thing to a different kind of thing. So what's the view like? How's it looking? I guess we're going to find out, huh? I think it should be a little better, a little nicer. I won't knock it as easy. It won't be as bad. I haven't watched the NBA playoffs since 2009. Glenn, you're missing out, man. Some people, basketball is one of those sports. I think any sport is, to be honest with you, is kind of one of those deals where, people may say, their opinion may say, the game's got too soft, or, everybody flops, or they call this, and they're always doing this, they're creating fouls or whatever. And yeah, the times have changed. They've changed quite a bit. We all understand that. What's up, Shaq Red? How you doing, brother? I got 7 days until my left hip surgery. All right, man. Let's get that hip better, man. Let's get that hip better, brother. Pulled 3 autos out of 2 blasters today at work. Truth? Dang, brother. Look at you. We're gonna start calling you the Auto Blaster. Auto Blaster. That should be your new name, Truth. The Auto Blaster. How about that? So I don't know what. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall buying anything from you, Truth, anytime recent. I'm not sure what this is, but we're going to do it live. Like I said, I normally do my mail day videos just as uploads, which probably more than likely most of the time still will be. But I figured I would do this with you guys. I didn't go live yesterday. I would have done a walk vlog today, but the weather has been absolutely crap here. In fact, I tried to go out and walk with Zoe yesterday, and we made it around just the block around the house, and it was 48 degrees and raining, and it just, your hands get cold. That's the same way it is today. So unfortunately we're stuck in the house, so I figured we'd do this. What's that? Yeah, man, I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure what you sent me. I'm not sure what it, I don't recall. So again, guys, this is from Truth. And again, I usually don't do these live, but I did want to test the way the camera's set up. I got a new camera mount thing, and I just wanted to kind of check in with you guys since there was no walk vlog because the weather has held us back. So, all right. Was I in a break or something? I don't recall. Was I in a break, Truth? I don't remember what this is. I'm going to be gone from... Oh, no. Balls, my brother. I haven't heard from you. I didn't even know anything that had happened. I know you've been busy, man, but prayers for her for a speedy recovery. I'm not even sure what's going on here, Truth. You just drop me some stuff, or what? I want to make sure there wasn't anything else in there that said something. Okay. check all that. Balls, my man. Yeah, speedy recovery, man. Hope she gets better soon. Obviously, keep us all in contact. Keep me in contact. Let me know. All right. I got to get used to the way this camera is now, so a little different. So he sent to Sheffield. Dewal Lugo. Scooter Gennett. Billy Hamilton. Freddie Peralta. I just got to get used to this, and then it's my first time showing cards with it at this view. Fletcher. Man, that's too bad, balls. Hope everything is good, man. Yelich. Mancini. Rizzo. Brandon Lloyd, what's up? Nolan. Good old Nolan Ryan down us. That's nice. Look at that Bo. Bo Jackson. Waiting for some coffee? Where you at? What coffee shop? Get me a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino with 2 shots of espresso. It's a nice 82 Dale Murphy. Truth. I'm trying to remember what all this is about. Or is this just something you sent? Well, I hope everybody's been well. Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to stay positive, keep everything positive here. There's been a lot of unnecessary stuff going on again lately. So, but anything new with any of you guys? I think Truth did an awesome job last night in his auction. Give it up for Truth, holding it down. I took yesterday off. Still working on getting caught up myself with everything. That's right, Joe. That's right. No drama. No drama. Alright, so we got a Future Stars Vladdy. Maybe that'd be Truth or somebody texting me. We got a Alonzo Topps from Archives. Okay, I got D. Robinson. The old Fleer 91. David Robinson. Nice. We'll go through these in a minute. Big Pete Meat. Jeff McNeil. Who's going to win the game tonight, guys? The baseball game. Who do you got? Guerrero, you got the Oakland Athletics, and you got the Tampa Bay Rays. Who's going to win the game tonight? Who's taking it down? Is True still in here? The Braves don't play tonight. Who's going to win tonight? Yeah, give me some votes in the chat. A's or Rays? Was I in a break or something that I forgot about? Maybe I was in a break. The Rockies. Jansen. I didn't do terrible in DFS last night. I played a couple single game for the game last night, and then I got one. I played a FanDuel 2-day, so Tuesday Wednesday slate because there's only the 2 games. So they do the 2 days if you do a full roster. But I don't know. We'll see how my 2-day line holds here. Strawman, Conforto, Gurriel, Cano. I'm thinking I was in a break a while ago that I just can't ever recall. You know what? I was in a break of truce. It was a while ago. Now it's all coming together. I get into so many different breaks. Sometimes I forget. what I'm even in. Schumacher. There's nothing. Oh, there's a J.D. Davis. Dude's been beasting for the Mets. Should probably check and make sure none of these are. Sure, he would have already. Actions, whatever. That's that. What else been going on, guys? Yeah, I try to, man. I try to, like, it's like I always say, like, try to be, it's okay to have like a main breaker. And this is my opinion. Everything I ever say is my opinion. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I never say that. You always hear me say this is my opinion. And in my opinion, like, it's alright to have a main breaker. Like, a breaker you spend the majority of whatever breaking money you spend in your time, or however much money you spend. It's okay to have a main breaker. But you should expand out, and do a little bit of here, get in here, because a lot of times, maybe your main breaker, unless you're somebody that's a real big breaking company that has the funds and the money to have all sorts of different product all the time, they're not always going to have everything you're specifically looking to get into or break. Sports, product, whatever. So, and get out and support the smaller breakers or the people that are trying to come back up. Like, in my opinion, I love hanging out and ripping gypsies when I can get in there. They break Thursday through Sunday. They usually start later in the evening and they go till 11 o'clock at night or whatever. So, like, Friday night, when back in the game is not breaking or someone else isn't breaking like then, I like to pop in and get into a break or two with them and support them and hang out. And like I always tell you guys, like when people always ask me, how do I grow, or how do I get more supporters, subscribers, whatever, it's all engagement. So it's getting involved, it's getting in streams, it's going around and finding new people. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Find new people, watch their videos, and when you comment on their videos, make sure it's a unique comment. Something that's going to catch their eye. That's going to catch that person that you watched, that person's video you're watching, to catch their eye. And I don't know about you, but I am a type of person that when I'm typing a comment, after I leave a comment, a lot of times I will read some of the other comments, and I will see what other people comment. And then sometimes I personally will even go, and if it's someone I haven't seen or I don't know or I haven't heard of, I will personally go to check out their channel and see what they're doing. And a lot of times, I'll give them a subscription. And then that's where, I'd say probably 8 out of 10 or 7 times out of 10, they're probably going to do the same thing back for you if they're not already subscribed to you or supporting you. But now here's another thing. And I was talking about this in Striker Breaks stream. When was it? I remember when it was. Was it last night or the night before? He was, I'd gotten in a break with Striker. And so I was watching his break. And, I brought it up and I said this, I've said this in my walk vlogs before, but when you're gaining or building your community, try to make it more than just about a number or subscribers or whatever. Like, my own personal thing is, I want my supporters, my subscribers, I want them to be my friends. Like, I want to get to know them on a different level than just, hey, they're another subscriber, they're another supporter, whatever. I want to know more about them, and some of them, and people may say, well, Deafness, I support you, and you haven't got to know me as much, whatever. I'm not saying that I can get to know and become closer friends with every single person that subscribes to me, but my goal is to try to, okay? So taking that mentality and actually trying to, interact with them. I mean, I can't tell you how many people's phone numbers I have, and we may have texted each other once, Someone may have reached out or whatever, and I texted them back. We may have texted a bunch of times. It all depends on the person, depends on what's going on. But try to get to know your people, And Striker Breaks is a bum, but Striker Breaks is a great guy. Great guy. Balls, man. Anything you need, brother, you can just hit me up, man. But, and the other thing, here's another thing. Here is another thing, okay? When you are streaming, when you're doing a stream, you're live, I don't care how big you get, I don't care how many people you have watching, when you're doing a stream, especially if you are doing something that involves people like paying for something, whether it's an auction, whether it's breaks, you're deciding to do a break, pay attention to your audience, pay attention to everybody. Don't just pay attention to the buyers. I see it too often where people that are either doing an auction or they're doing some kind of break and they don't pay attention to anything but besides where they're seeing dollar signs or money, whether it's spots being filled or what the bid is at. Yes, you have to pay attention to that, but you should also have mods that are helping you with that too. Interact with everybody. Read people's chats. I don't feel great about spending money on a certain YouTuber and they will never incorporate. I am often changing my number. You text me too often. I text you too often? I don't know about that. I don't text you too often. I wouldn't think I did. Matt, what's your mom's name? Alright, already praying for Balls. Yeah, guys, everybody get some prayers up in the chat for my man Balls. But guys, I mean, sometimes I think we all get so caught up in chasing numbers or getting to a certain spot, and I get it. I'm not saying I never have been. I'm not saying I never was. I'm not saying I was never someone that, hey, yeah, all of our goals are to get to 1K, right? And then from there, what's your next goal? And you could still have those goals. I always talk about setting goals, small, short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals, and that's not just with your YouTube channel or your community. That's with anything in life, right? But you also have to think about just getting to know your people and being engaged and interacting with your people. And sometimes when we worry less about the numbers and getting to a certain spot and we focus more on the people and we focus more on the people that are really supporting us, that are really about us, that show up to our streams, that get engaged in our streams, that's a better spot to be in. That's a better position anyway, right? Regardless of what your number is, regardless of where you're at, right? Anybody can get to 1,000, whether they get there in 2 months, 3 months, a year, whatever. I mean, hell, if you look at my YouTube channel, what's up, Isaac? How you doing? What's up, FTC family? If you look at like my channel, I've technically had my channel since 2012, I think, because up till about 3 years ago when I was breaking, I did breaking for like a year, I basically just had the channel so I could, because I was watching YouTube, I'd watch, I'd pull up different songs throughout the years, things that weren't released yet, whatever you're using YouTube for, so you have to be signed and you have to be registered, but, it doesn't really matter. I mean, none of this is a race, and to be quite honest with you, if you're trying to compete with other people and try to pass them in a subscriber count or this or that, you're doing this for the wrong reasons. Hands down, you're doing this for the wrong reasons. Have fun with your channel, guys. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I have contemplated more than one time in the last 3 or 4 or 5 days about seriously just shutting YouTube down for myself, because it's just becoming to be just it's hard to have fun. It's hard to have fun. It truly is hard to have fun, because there's just so much drama. There's just so much BS. Like, I'm not going to get into it. That's not what this is about. I'm still going to keep going with this for now, but we're going to see where everything goes. Is it? Why is this always distorted? How about now? Better? Better? Is that better? Let me know, guys. I'm adjusting it. Is that better? Hobbyist? Man. Is that better, guys? Alright. But I mean, it's just, it's just, there's constant. And I'm always a person, since back when all the crap, back whenever, and I'm not here to bring it up, but back around the national time, the national area, I learned a lot myself from that whole thing, okay? And I've tried to do better and be better. And from then, when I talk about things or I bring up things, I'm just talking broad, I'm talking subject. I'm not trying to specifically talk about a individual or person. And sometimes my pride, and sometimes my just hating to see people get picked on, bullied, whatever you want to call it, gets the best of me. And I still try to address or bring it in a as positive nature as I can. Okay? I try to hit on topic, I try to just discuss, but then it seems like even when I do that, things backfire. And then people that I'm not even talking about, or it wasn't even about, or wasn't specifically being addressed to, or it had nothing to do with them, take it as it's about them, or I'm talking about them. No. I'm specifically talking about anyone that's been bullying somebody in particular, not somebody that's had a cordial conversation back and forth via emails, and that's all there's been. It's not what I'm talking about. That's not who I'm talking about. And these are the types of things that make it very hard for me. Because as much as I want to continue to talk and talk about, and not talk negative, and not bash anybody, but it's the fact that when you talk about subjects or things, and you're trying to maybe stick up for or try to help somebody, it just comes back at you. Plain and simple. That's what it does. Haters want us to quit? No way. What a game last night. Isaac, that was an awesome game, man. It was incredible. In fact, I went in the shower, and I got out, and all of a sudden I'm seeing the Nationals won the game, and I was like, I missed the best part in the end. But I heard all about it. Yeah, it's a general point of view, right. But see, when it comes from a general point of view, then you have people who it's not even about, or a person it's not even about, all of a sudden assume it's about them. And it's tough. It's very tough. It's a tough position to be in. It's a tough, I don't know. I don't know how else to address it. I don't know how else to say it. Let's have fun. Yeah, and that's what I want to. That's ultimately what I want to do, guys. Like, I've always, I don't know. You have to ask people that have been around me from day one. I've never been somebody That's been someone who wants to stir up conflict, who wants to start issues, who wants to do anything. Does my pride get the best of me sometimes when I feel I'm being attacked? Yes. Do maybe I do things and say things maybe at times maybe I shouldn't? Yes, absolutely. And that's what makes it tough for me. And that's what makes it hard for me to decide, you know, do you keep going? Do you keep doing this? You know? I don't know. It seems like you're always going to get bashed and you're going to get criticized no matter what you do. Sometimes you're put in situations where it's a catch-22. It doesn't matter which direction you go. It's either going to be this is going to backlash at you or this is going to backlash at you. There's no in between. And sometimes you could say, hey, you don't select this way or you don't go this way. Maybe you don't have to go either direction. But I don't feel that's the case all the time. I mean, I honestly don't. I don't feel like that is the case all the time. I mean, I'm 42 years old. I'm a guy that I would rather have zero drama in my life. And I think most of you guys are the same way. But it seems like drama just follows you regardless. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. I enjoy the content of the community, and since I am out of your country, I feel welcome. Yeah, man, shout out to my Tijuana brother Isaac. I always see Isaac around, man. As I see a lot of you guys. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Yeah, Scotty. I mean, yeah, and Scotty, and I can see where you know, and I can respect you. I can respect you for that. And because I know that you get along with everybody in the community, where unfortunately things have taken turns that don't allow that to be that way for people like me. Because either it's whatever I'm doing, you know, I'm either a cult leader or I'm whatever they call me, so then they hate on me, they bash on me, you know, whatever, and that's fine. You're always going to have people that hate on you. And again, I'm not trying to drag that out or talk about that. I'm just trying to bring up different situations where Scotty's the type of person that, Arena Boys, he's cool with everybody in the hobby, in the community, and I respect him for that. I don't bash him for that. I don't look upon him differently and be like, oh man, you know, you're cool with these guys, so you just can't be, you know, you can't be around here, you can't be cool here. No. And some people may say, you block certain people and this and that. Well, yeah, I block them because, number one, they apparently say they don't care for my content, so well, why would that matter? And two, why do I need to just continue to be letting them watch shit and just talk behind my back all the time? Which they probably still do anyway, but why give them any other reason to, right? But that's where I respect Arena Boys and Scotty, because somehow he can keep it cool with everybody in the community. And that's respectable. You can only control your thoughts and actions. Everything else is out of your hands. Can't control the thoughts and actions of others. Don't dwell. Yeah, and again, hobbyist, I appreciate that comment. I really do. It's just, you know, how, I don't know. When you're constantly getting emails and you're constantly having things brought up to you about, hey, this is going on, or this happened, or this or that, I don't know. And maybe it's not just me. Maybe all of you guys get emails from people within the community, or this or that, and people that are, you know, claiming they're getting picked on, or bullied, or whatever it might be. I don't know. Maybe I'm not one of the only ones. But that's where I start saying, this is supposed to be a hobby. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a getaway, right? The hobby is something that's helped me. It's pushed me. It's been therapeutic for me. I talk about it all the time. But it's like, I've told people like Joe and them, like in text, I think even back in the game, like, it almost feels like another job, but a job that's just got a bunch of crap behind it. Like, a job you don't enjoy. That's what I'm trying to say. Done. Suspend. Oh, Nightbot's at it again. Hobbyist, you took care of Nightbot for a while. He wasn't going after anybody, and now he's been going crazy again. I don't even pay that stuff no attention. Shoot, I don't even know about it, because I'm only in a few people's lives, videos, combos, all this. If they don't support me... Yeah. And Casey Nation, that's a good point, too. And it's not... It's for me, it's not they don't support me, because again, I know myself, not everybody's gonna like me. I know people are gonna hate on me, as they do with everybody. I know that. That's a given. But again, when you're constantly your name's constantly brought up in emails. You're getting screenshots of emails of constantly being brought up and this and that. It's like, come on, guys. Like, I feel like I'm in flipping high school. Like, honestly. But it's almost daily. It's almost daily. I don't know if you guys get this or not, but I do. What's up, Camden? How you doing, brother? Christopher M., nice to see you, my man. Filter symbols. Hobbyist is going back doing what the balls he did. I don't know why. It must just only do it for a certain time. Yeah, and that's another thing too, guys. Like, as mods, yeah, in truth, I do too. And I've blocked a lot of this. But this is the other side of it that I'm telling you about. The constant emails, or the emails of the, this email was sent to me, blah, 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 and then my name's in it. I see it in the email, and this and that. And it's just, you can block it out, which I've done, as far as blocking it out, but it's still coming around. Do you get what I'm saying? It's still somehow, like, I don't know. It's like you have a conversation with someone where there's the issues. We say we're over it. We say we're whatever. You go your own ways. And then my name is still brought up in this stuff. Still in the emails. Still. Like, I forget about all that and all this. And then it's someone forwards me an email or sends me an email or something, I don't know. I don't get it. Just block all on. See, and that's the thing, that the breaks. That's what I'm telling you. You can block them, but you can't block people that are your supporters in your community that are sending you emails and hey, this is going on or this happened, and then you're reading through it and then your name's in it. You can't block that stuff out. Like, you can't block your own supporters, your own community, your own friends. You can't block them out from not communicating with you. Like, that's not, to me, that's not an option. Yes, you can block out the people that don't like you, whatever, have issues with you, so they can't be on your screen, and probably still then, you probably still have somebody that's associated with them that still goes and talks to them, that acts cool in with you and doesn't ever show any issues with you, but then goes back. And again, that's all assumption, but you just never know. The hobby's so big, There's a lot of there's a lot of people out there. I mean, people can make other accounts if they got nothing else better to do. But we need to set a card community police squad. What's up, the Card Dreamer? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. I'm just kind of rambling on here. I wanted to test out the new view for the cam to see how it was, because it used to be on a tripod, it used to be higher, and I don't have to worry about bumping it as much. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Sweet, don't catch them all. If I was in your position, I would tell all your friends you don't want to hear any negative emails. Okay, and that's another great idea, the breaks. If I was in your position, I would tell all your friends you don't want to hear all negative emails. It's not as much that, it's they're coming to you looking for help. My name is brought in it because of whatever, right? But they're coming to me looking for help, looking for suggestions, looking for... So do I just start being the type of guy that's like, you know what? If you need help or you need suggestions or you need opinions, you can't come to me? Again, that's the kind of spot that's not the type of person I am. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, guys can't email me. You can't email me. You can't ask me for suggestions. You can't ask me, what would you do in this situation? Where do I go from here? What should I do? That's the things you can't get away from. And if you do, I don't think personally, that's not a good look for me. Definitely suggest and advise, but they should take actions. Yeah, and again, that's pretty much what I do. But do you see what I'm getting at? Like, the things that are supposed to be gone and done with and over with me, just kind of continue to get brought back in, regardless of what I say or do. And again, I repeat, I have not said any names or called anybody out in particular since the National, since when I was at the National. Like I said, that whole thing was a big learning curve for me. But yet, it's still coming back to me. 618, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yes, that's what I'm saying, hobbyist. Yep, people are expecting a mediator. Hey, Def, what's your favorite snack for the ball game? Probably, you're going to laugh, but I need a sponsorship from Werther's. Just kidding. Not big enough for a sponsorship, but this would be my main choice. I don't know, I might eat a couple Sour Patch Kids that Joe sent me as well. Correct, Joe. Hey, Def. What's your snack? What's your guys' favorite snack for the ball game? And Joe, that's a good idea, but like that's a very hard, very tough position. I mean, I know firsthand because that's what I feel like I'm basically in right now, or I'm doing. And who would want to take something like that on? Like, who would honestly want to do? Who would honestly want to do something like that? Yeah, the Sour Patch Kids Joe sent. Some people love to hate. Oh, JDLS, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always trying to be the guy to just keep going and keep doing, but again, I think for a lot of you guys, and I'm not trying to say that You know, it's easy to just say that, or it's easy to whatever, or it's just easy to just move on and do that. You would have to be in my position where you're constantly getting emails from different people, just constant emails that are revolving around, like, you know, somebody either getting picked on or whatever, or this or that, and then, you know, them sending it all, and then my name being brought up in it again. Like, yes, that would be a simple and easy thing to do if I wasn't constantly getting all these emails and all this other crap. That's what I'm saying. That's your win. If you quit, they will move on and do it to another person. That's what they want. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's what they want. If I were to quit, and if I were to do it, I would probably just start a whole new YouTube over again and have nothing to do with the hobby. Just start over, start a whole new thing, dive into some of the other hobbies that I'm into, you know, and go a whole different direction. And yeah, that's of course, you know, it's they want you to fold, they want you to quit, they want you to whatever, and it's sad to say, but some of them actually make a hobby not enjoyable. Like, some of these people legit, hate to say it, don't deserve to be a part of the hobby or in the hobby. I'm just going to be honest. Because all they do is try to make things miserable for others, and then they try to twist and turn everything. And I could get into depth on something right now, but I'm not going to. It's just, I honestly can't even believe how some people don't see some things that are just so blatantly there. Like, so obvious. But yet people don't see them. And either people don't see them, or people see them and they're just trying to play off and play like, oh, hey, yeah, right. Yeah, great job on doing that. Yeah, that was a good thing you did that. But yet everything they're showing or doing supports nothing to what they're saying. It actually shows the complete opposite. The evidence shows nothing that's being shown. It's just what they're saying, which isn't being shown. I don't know if you guys are comprehending what I'm saying, but it's actually dumbfounding to me. And I'm being honest. I'm being blatantly honest that it's a game. It's a game. It's simply a game to some of these people. And instead of one fighting their own battle, they all come together and do what they want to do, and then try to bash somebody and get someone to leave and do whatever. It's sad. It really is. Cardiac, awesome, man. Well, yeah, I mean, we know why haters do what they do. I mean, again, I don't want this to be a stupid hater conversation and a whatever. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys, just kind of let you guys know where I'm at. Test the camera, whatnot. But I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you guys, when you guys see things, when you guys watch things, when you're watching them, and this is for anything in life, when someone's telling you there's something going on, or there's an issue or something or this or that, and they're saying they have evidence and proof to show it, make sure the proof is actually proving anything that they're saying. And maybe even sometimes when people are doing these things, it might even possibly not even have anything to do with them. And they're they're assuming it is, so they're doing this. I don't know. I kind of getting sidetracked here. Is proof is in the pudding. Well, can we see some cool cards now? What's up, Mike? Well, I kind of already went through cards when we first started. I mean, I can go back through these real quick. Truth sent me these bad boys before I ended here. This was a mail day from him. We did this in the beginning. Peralta, Hamilton, Jackson, Ryan. What's up, Austin? I did this when we first started, and then I just started babbling a little bit. Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, these were just the base from a break from a while back from Truth. That's really all I got, man. It was just I wanted to test out the camera from a different view because I got a new mount, so I think that's going to work good. I should be having an auction Tuesday night. I took this week off. Let Truth do his thing, which he did last night again, which he did an awesome job. So shout out to Truth. Great job. Yeah. I thought broccoli was not available on the newspaper. Yeah, nice to see you, Mike. Nice seeing you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, well, and again, it was a little bit higher, and then I'd have to angle it. So I'd have to angle it down like this, but it was a lot higher. So now I can still do it, but we gotta, it's a little bit farther back now, the way it's mounted, and it's lower. So I think it's gonna, let me just do something real quick while we're still on here. Let me see how this looks with, oh yeah, look at this. No more cutting out at the top and the middle with my, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. Truth says, Truth, you sent me these. Truth's bidding on cards. We're not, yeah, right. You guys are funny. Yeah, it looks good, man. Looks good. Alright. Uh-oh. Stefan Diggs missed practice today. Truth, I have not heard from Mud Dog. You just texted me asking. Sorry, I just saw it. If anyone else has been asking, I have not. Last time I heard from Mud Dog was probably the last time he texted me, which was on the, well, that was on the 25th. Yeah, 25th was the last time that I've heard from Mud Dog. I know that he was starting up his, he used to do like stickers or decals and stuff. He was starting that business back up. And from what I had heard, he said everything was good. Said he was going to get his, get the business up. Things were rolling. And I from what it sounded like, he was kind of stepping away for a little while. So, if anybody was asking about Mud Dog, that's kind of the last I've heard from him. We texted back and forth for a while on the 25th. So, yeah, I mean, rumor around town is that Von Miller, Chris Harris. Oh, really? No, I'm not doing an auction. Back in the Game is going to be live soon, isn't he? I'm not doing no auction tonight. We'll, I don't even have anything ready for an auction. I don't think anybody else is ready to do an auction anyway. I haven't even really touched my cards, to be honest with you. So, dropping them links. Yep. So if you guys are looking to get a break, make sure you get in there. Truth's always ready. Truth's got some spending money now that he had his auction. I'm really liking this dude for the Vikes backup. I know Cook's the best running back in the NFL right now. So, but when he gets his chances, man, this dude's gonna be a stud. Like, I love this card. I'm just not the biggest fan of the pink marker. It's just not real legible. Sick card though. I bought this from Eloy the Goat. Eloy the Goat Flores. I just got paid, but put a chunk in my... That's what you should do, man. Save money. Save money. How does Jazz have the energy? He's married with 4 young kids. I don't understand. I don't know, man. I got 4 kids too, but luckily I'm divorced. So I don't have to, I don't know. I guess I say luckily, you know, that you're lonely at times, but it's sometimes a blessing to not have to worry about all that. Do this, do that, fighting all the time, arguing, whatever. Jabs has a twin brother. What's up, Wicked? How you doing, man? When are you coming back, Wicked? Like, to actually, when are you going to start streaming again? This is a guy we haven't seen much of for a while. He said he was stepping away. He has been away, pretty much. I've seen him in a few streams. But yeah, I know, it's very hard on the kids. I went through it when I was young. I've told you guys my story. Christmas Eve when I was 5 years old is when my parents got in their fight and split. And then when my dad walked out, I didn't hear from him for a good 8-9 years. And just, our relationship's never been tried. We try to make it, try to build it up, but we just don't have that father-son relationship. So, my dad taught me how to be a father. Not being there. Like, that's how I look at it. It sucks, it's unfortunate, but he taught me how to be a father. Some people would say how not to be. Someone would word it that way because of how it was, but I word it as he taught me how to be. Because I always told myself, like growing up and not having them around, I said, man, when I have kids, if I have kids, I'm always going to be there for them. No matter what. No matter what happens, if I'm with their mom or not, doesn't matter. I'll always be there for my kids. So, alright, RSR, have a good one, brother. Thanks for stopping in. You wanted him to leave? I appreciate you popping in, brother. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, FTC. And that's the thing, man, like, divorces suck. I mean, right? A lot of us have either gone through them, either in our families when we were kids with our parents, or we've gone through them maybe in our own relationships or whatever. And they do suck. I mean, it's crappy. I mean, it is. But you know, as we have, if you have been a kid who's gone through divorce, like with his parents getting divorced, you know, kids are strong, man. Kids can take a lot. It's hard on them. It's tough, but kids can take a lot. And you know, and a lot of that, I think, really, in my own opinion, you know, depends also on like how the whole divorce is, like how it goes, and how the parents are with each other, like after the divorce, through the divorce, after the divorce, as far as if they're civil, you know, if they're always screaming, at each other and fighting all the time, well, that's not healthy. But if they're civil, I don't know. Kids can take a lot. Life is whatever. Yeah, that's right, Austin. It is whatever you make of it. You know, it's exactly right. RSR's got to make dinner. I would rather try and put poop back into my butt. Really? Truth? See, now, Austin Lee is a chan. Well, we're doing all right, man. We're just kind of talking. I showed a little mail day. These cards I just got in a mail day with some other stuff, and then I just decided I'm checking out my new camera view because Wicked. I don't know. Last time you probably been in here, I had my camera, my webcam on a tripod, which stood a little higher and was a little bit closer. So now I got a little more. I got that good range. It's on a mount, basically on the end of my desk. So, but otherwise, we're doing good, man. I mean, honestly, Wicked, like I was kind of talking to them earlier, and I'm not going to get all back into all of it and get whatever. We're going to have a good conversation. But basically what I was just telling them is, in the last 3 or 4 or 5 days, I've contemplated, either taking a long break or even just getting rid of this channel. Just because of just all the crap. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. You may see me not do as much as I have, but at the end of the day, I'll still be here. I'll still, we'll still be doing stuff. We'll still be having our fun. Gonna make it fun. Oh, they're joking? That's good. That's good. All I do is win, win, win. See you later then. More time for us with deafness. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know, man. I appreciate you guys. I try to tell you guys as often as I can how much I appreciate you guys, how much I love you guys. Like really. You guys always, I don't know. It's like I said in my walk vlog. I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. When I was kind of on the fence about really what I wanted to do anymore, and things weren't fun, and I kind of said it then too. I said, but then, this is my therapy. This is, me being able to interact with you guys, going live, whether we're walking, whether we're just sitting here BSing with the camera on, whatever, just talking. This kind of stuff helps me, like this, and sometimes I try to keep it as positive as I can, and sometimes I have to bring up things or I have to talk about things, and I only do it because it's on my mind, because I don't have that adult interaction. Like, I don't have too many people I talk to anymore that are outside of this. Like, I really don't. And it's not, and I've said it before, but it's not like it's I left all my friends that are local here for my YouTube family, whatever. Well, no. I left all my so-called friends when I decided it was time for me to get better and get clean. And probably most of them weren't really friends. They were more acquaintances anyway, like I've said before. But, like, this is it, man. This is like my interaction. Besides being on taking 200 phone calls Monday through Friday, sales calls, which isn't me being able to talk about what's on my mind. It's me selling stuff and helping people with an issue or this or that. This is it. Like, this is who I talk to. This is who I chat with. I mean, my kids, but I don't want to bring up everything that's whatever bothering me or on my mind with my kids. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Sometimes I know that maybe I take things in directions maybe I shouldn't, and maybe, I'm like, hey, let's stop talking about this, or let's do this, or let's not do drama, and that's how I want to keep it. But sometimes I just need to get things off me. Like, I just need to, like I said, like, talking about things, if you're somebody like me who lets things build up, and I've learned this about myself really honestly in the last couple of years, that if you let everything build up and you don't ever talk about it and you don't just get it off your chest, it just builds, and then eventually you just become, you're just like a bomb just waiting to explode. And when that bomb explodes, it's bad. And with this, I can just sit here and chat with you guys, read the chat, say what's on my mind. You guys can let me know. You guys can tell me, man, let's move on from this. Man, stop talking about this. Man, let's, no drama, no this, no that. And I appreciate that, man. I really do. Like, I say it often, and some people may, deafness is always appreciates, whatever. I don't care. Like, I need to let you guys know. Shout out to Sugar Phantom. I don't even know if she's in here, but she was doing the countdown for Truth auction last night, and she did an awesome job. She did an awesome job with the countdown. And I don't know if Truth talked to her ahead of time. Maybe they had it planned. Maybe they didn't. But she was doing the countdown like people that I always ask. And when I do my auctions, same thing. Hey, can somebody do the countdown? So there's no issues with, me saying sold, pulling a card, and there's a delay. And then someone types in another bid after the fact, and then we got to go, oh, sorry, man, I pulled the card. So she was doing an awesome job. And I said, yeah. And I said, I just told her she was doing an awesome job. And I said, awesome of you to do that, And this isn't me saying, oh, give Jeff kudos or Deafness kudos for telling her she's doing a good job. This is just me pointing out things that there is not enough people that are recognized for good things they do. People are always bashed or recognized for the wrong or the negative that's done, right? How many times a restaurant, for an example, how many times you go to a restaurant, or how many times do you read reviews in a restaurant, and how often are they positive? Just take that as an example. This could be any business. This could be anything in life, right? How often are they positive? You're always going to read the bad. You're always going to hear the bad. You're always going to hear about the bad experiences. It's this and that, right? How often do we read or do we get to hear about the positives? Unless it's something that is filtered to only leave positive comments or something, I would say most cases it's very minimal. How often do we recognize people that do good things for us, that help us, that, this could be family, this could be your parents, this could be your other half, right? Your kids, whoever helps you, whoever does things, how often do we recognize that? We don't, or we don't do it enough, right? Recognition goes a long way. I'm just going to tell you guys. You guys already know this. Again, most stuff I talk about, and I use this word often, is this isn't rocket science. It's not. But sometimes we need to hear it. We need to readdress it. We need to talk about it. It needs to be brought up so that we can remember that, oh yeah, maybe we should be recognizing somebody that's done something for me or helped me, or it could be the simplest things in life. But you would be surprised at how far that can go for some people. You'd be surprised at what kind of day that can make for people. It's like I say, when you see people and you walk by them, I say hi to or some kind of acknowledgement to every single person I walk by. The other day we were on the water log. I said, it was in the evening, and I said good morning, and I think Amio and I forget who else was like, did he just? I saw it in chat. Did he just say good morning? Yeah, because I had so many things on my mind, but I still recognized. I still said hi, and it amazes me at how many times you do that, and some people look at you like you're crazy. I get it. Because we live in a world where everybody just assumes or thinks that everything should always be so negative or not acknowledged or, whatever. So, what did Wicked say? Go out there, do something nice. Yeah, man, exactly. Trying to catch back up. Same with hotels, people only post. Yeah, man, Wicked, exactly. They only post the bad. You never hear about the good. It's true. So, yes. Yeah, like Wicked has said, go out there and do something nice for someone. It's not hard to do, man. It's not hard to do. It really isn't. It's not hard to be a good person. Some people just choose that that's not the way they want to be, and that's fine. But it's not hard. It's not difficult, guys. Acknowledge somebody. Next time you see somebody that you feel like maybe they need hey, you've been doing a great job, tell them. It's almost like people are afraid. It's like when you have something you're going to ask people if they want to participate in, let's just say. Okay, we get people in a group. We get people in a room in a group. We're like, hey, we got something we got an activity we're going to be doing. And actually, it's going to be a fun activity that we're going to do. We need some volunteers. And it goes from, sometimes it'll be from nobody raising their hand, but people want to do it. But people don't want to be the first person to do it. In most cases. I'm not saying that this is all the time. From what I see or what I know, most times a lot of people want to do something or want to do it, they're leery to be the first one to raise their hand or want to do it. But then once one person does, then it's okay. Then okay, yeah, then I'll do it too. Yeah, and then he'll do it, and he would do it too, and whatever. Same thing as acknowledging people or telling people they're doing something good. It's like everybody waits for someone else to do it. Just go do it. Tell someone you're proud of them. Tell someone they've done a good job. Hell, send somebody a positive email. Somebody you like, you support, family member, friend, breaker. You like something Wicked does, Joe iPhone does, BITG does, whoever your choice of people are, whoever whatever. Fucking send them something. Tell them how great of a job they're doing if you appreciate them, if you like them. Do you think after they read something you send them like that that's positive, that they're going to be like, oh man, screw this person, or blah, blah, blah? And I'm not saying it's the case with someone just emails everything, but do you think that's going to be their mentality? No. Do you think that's going to maybe push them a little bit different, in a different direction? Maybe somebody's stuck in a pattern or a way that they're like, man, I don't know if this shit's worth it anymore. I don't know why I do this anymore. And they grind, right? It's like the people that talk about, man, I do videos, and I can't get like more than 10, 20 views, and I just don't understand why I can't. And they just want to give up and they want to quit. Because they're like, man, this sucks. Like, why am I even doing this? People don't like to watch my stuff. People don't like what I'm doing, whatever. And then somebody watches their video and someone likes something out of that video. And they send them something, or they send them an awesome comment. Not bullshitting, not being a troll, not nothing. A positive comment that tells them of how great of a job and how they've been watching their stuff and how they enjoy it, or they send them an email, and then all of a sudden they're just refreshed. They read it, they see it, and they're like, man, you know what? Regardless if I've been getting thumbs down or this or that or whatever it is that's been bugging them, that's been pushing them to that direction, it refreshes them. It gives them energy. It gives them something. It gives them a push again. You'd be amazed at what saying hi to people will do to people. You'd be absolutely amazed just by walking by people and saying hello to them. Some people don't have anybody say anything to them all day. Nothing. Go say hello to them. Make somebody's day. Do something positive. Make a change. We're not saying change the world. Make a change. Do something right. Do something positive. Talk to you guys soon.